Hi, this is Zach Knowlton, and I am going to show you a very bare bones version of a module that I am going to be adding to my classes, as well as sort of a course introduction quiz for new students. I apologize that this is not more fleshed out, but I have an infant at home, and we started a new semester. And while I usually get a couple of new students at the semester mark, I got over 25. So it was like starting back over at day one of school again, renorming policies and procedures and all of that. Um, with without saying any more about that, let's go ahead and get started. I have us on our landing page here, and after reading some posts from my colleagues during this course and taking a look at different resources, I realized that I've been so set when I've built my courses on establishing our actual content modules that I've neglected to put a student resources module pinned to the top. Now I do have a student resources page built that I use in my active Canvas shell, but an addition that I would like to make is to have this up top, because students are used to going to modules anyway to see their work. You can see that there's Romeo and Juliet down below, another example from a different course in this certification process. And so I think that having a student resources module kind of always at the top will be helpful for students when they're navigating the course. These are just placeholders because, again, I didn't upload my existing syllabus or anything, but I wanted you to see what my train of thought was. This would be where we would accumulate things like our class syllabus. I might throw a link to a website that we use frequently here. I teach ELA, so I don't use many outside websites, or at least not any that would need dedicated links, but on the off chance that I needed to, then that's where I'd put it. I'd have a class introduction video, which I would keep posted here, so whenever a new student does join the class, like partway through the semester, then or partway through the year, they can kind of get an introduction to me and course expectations. What I really want to take a look at, though, is this Canvas and class expectations quiz. So during this course, we've been talking about collaboration, but I have been focusing most on classroom management. And one of the recurring things that has come up is having clear and concise language and having clear and concise expectations, both for digital interactions and physical interactions, right? And so I think that it would be really valuable to have a quiz that, here, let me go over to it, have a quiz that has no time limit, that allows multiple attempts, unlimited number of attempts, and have it be an assignment that is required in the beginning of the school year, but then is required for anybody that transfers in. This would be formative in nature, right? Even though it's going to count for assessment credit, essentially you would keep taking this until you got a perfect score, but that would also help reinforce what our class norms are, both when we're working online collaboratively and when we're working in class together. Now, right now, because this is sort of bare bones, I only have 2 questions made, but I want to show you the types of questions I would be looking for. I would be asking questions that self-grade, so not any short answers on this quiz. In this instance, I put 2 multiple choices, and it would be things that remind students to pay attention and be aware of our space, and pay attention and be aware of what kind of behavior expectations we have, and to pay attention and be aware of how to navigate our class, where they should go when they're looking for information. So I'd probably have a question directing students to the syllabus. This first question, as you can see, is the fire extinguisher in our classroom is located next to, and is it the door, the teacher's desk, the flag, or the window? I want them to know where to go in case of like a safety emergency. We hope that never happens, but it's good for students to have that knowledge. So I'd be asking where the fire extinguisher is, where the evacuation plan is, where the first aid kit is. As far as Canvas goes, I would be asking students how they go about navigating Canvas and making sure that they really understand the specific language or button that they're looking for. So this question says, to start an assignment for the first time in Canvas, you should hit the blue button in the upper right-hand corner labeled, and we know that that is Start Assignment. In a different assignment, I pointed out that sometimes when we use other language where we say hit the turn in button, it can be confusing because that's not what is seen on screen. So I really want to make sure that all of our language is consistent. Cool. I'm already out of time, so I apologize for going slightly over. But I hope you can see what I am planning to do as we head into next year. As I head into the fall, I want to build a really robust student introduction module so that way any student entering my class at any time has a good foundation of solid resources for them to be successful in my class. Thank you. Bye.